It's gonna take a bit, but I want to make this. Actually, let's seal that off. Why not? I want to make this the episode where we get there. You know, and just complete this area all at once. Now, I don't think you'll get to show it off because
Rise, O flame.
we got the usual burn flame. That's enough to kill everything.
I pray
Check, do we have Pirate Ring on? Because we should, but let me just double check that. Shit, Marek has it? Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Okay, that's what we want. We'll have to invest some point in toughness too. I saw an item. Oh, these are the fire frogs? They are immune to fire? Or rather, they're resistant to it? Yeah, flame toad. Yeah, so we need to have someone that can actually cast something else. We do happen to have Crackle, which is pretty good. We can also use Wind on these guys. Alright, let's see if we can actually show off Lotus Flower though. Now, Ryudo's gonna do a lot of damage because he's got the Silver Freeze on you. Do Owl, I guess.
Lotus Flower, bloom.
And that's Lotus Flower. Pretty darn good skill. And Ryudo's is dealing a lot of damage.
Dance.
Yeah, these flame toads are the only thing that you cannot be killed by a single burn flame, just because they're fire aligned and therefore they're resisted. Nice! Look at that dodge.
These guys were no real challenge.
Right. We'll see more of Theo, but again, if you build her as an evade tank, she can be pretty darn powerful, and that ability we got, aim for counter, lets her counter attack sometimes after evasion, and then when you actually max it, it will be every single time. Got the Dragonfly Slayer, effective against Crustaceans, which is what we want, of course. Because these guys are the Crustaceans. Alright, Burn Flame, you. Now, there is a lot to talk about in that cutscene, like if you were that we saw with Ryudo and Elena, like if you wanted to do the sack this game. Okay, you resist, it's fine, whatever. There would be a lot to say about that. I don't know what I want
You picked on the wrong people.
to start talk about that. But first of all, like I already said that this is my favorite part of the story of this game. The whole Melphis arc is like by far my favorite part to play every time. It's just great, like all the way to the end. Move block step. Okay, whatever. Just take some DMs, I guess. Can you cast anything that's useful? And we have seen Crackle, right? We have. But also, let me show you something here. Look at, they're all attacking her. Well, except this guy, because he still has to decide. But trust me, they're all gonna go for her anyway. Attack, attack. Yep, as you can see, they're all going for her.
Black.
They resist her, huh? Can't actually kill that guy in time. Warp in place. There you go. Unfortunately, this attack cannot be evaded. Any grab attacks like that hits multiple times cannot be dodged. What you can do, I mean, I could evade at this point, but let's look at our critical attack because we haven't seen that yet. Yeah, we couldn't even see it that well. Damn, 500 damage, Marek.
Nothing withstands my blade.
In fact, it would be more effective than doing an evade tank right now than do a Marek tank now, and just a physical tank. Let's do that, let's do that, let's do that, let's do that. So, remove all this stuff. And remove all this stuff. Now, you take Fire Ring. And Marek, they've takes more toughness. Strength, I mean, sure. And then, what do we have here? More toughness. Abandonment is not useful. No reduction in IP. I mean, at this point, hang on. Remove that. Toughness 2. What is toughness? Toughness? Yeah, at this point, you can have another life up and be pretty much unkillable. Abandonment, you're still gonna do the same stuff. You're just not gonna have that. And then power up. One toughness maxed, and then the other one we can't really get right now. Oh, well, you need the frick. I need you don't need strength. You need decoy now. Yeah, you tank everything. See if we can do this a little bit early than I'm supposed to be able to do it, but let's see. Maybe it works. Even tier is fine. You can still evade. It's good, I guess. It's been 20 minutes though. Can you attack that? We'll cook these two. I don't know. Let's see if this guy actually does any damage to Mary. Nope, 0 damage. Right, so he's invincible. You can further make this even harder for enemies to deal any damage to Mary by just doing defend. Literally invincible. I wonder if I can keep that up, like do the whole area like this. I mean, I could try. Where's the fan? We drop. There we go.
You better practice if you
Got
want to
patience out of that. We'll just keep raising the Mary's toughness. So yeah, that scene, like again, there's a lot of symbolism in the moon. There's this Valmar moon, right? And we established at this point that Valmar is like evil. And yeah, essentially that's that. Like Valmar is the evil, and the Valmar moon that is watching all of us. Obviously, referring to us like the evil within us that's always watching, and like Elena says, even when he goes away, it comes right back. Like even if you think you got rid of evil, in the moment it shows back up. You can't avoid it.
Please, wind, dance.
And then, of course, Ryudo throwing the stone. And not quite getting rid of the evil, that's important. He doesn't get rid of the evil, but it does muddle it. Like it muddles the water. And suddenly the evil, it's not that scary anymore. Like he's able to change evil into something that is much more bearable, or like different. And like this is important for what sort of Ryudo represents in this old story, in the symbolism behind him and what he does. Okay, one shot this thing. But I don't know if I can't speak about that because I will spoil basically the rest of the game. Not really though, but it does spoil what he becomes, his whole character arc. Which, really, this is the point in the story. We start seeing Ryudo under a different light right now. Like this whole discussion with Elena, we haven't seen him do that much. But now you're seeing he's starting to change, and well, the confrontation with Melphis. Let's say after that, let's just say Ryudo becomes not becomes right then, but he starts on a journey of self-betterment, to put it in a certain way. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to deal with these frogs that fast.
Lotus flower. Bloom.
Like, I don't have an area effect that actually deals with them. I guess I could zap them, but zapping just takes forever. Zapping just takes 7 years to cast.
How about this?
I could learn another spell. Because you don't really have much. I mean, again, I could zap. I could zap for sure. Like, let's do it. And you're gonna see why I don't like doing it.
Oh, lightning, lend us your power.
The animation takes quite a bit. Free bracelet, we can sell that. That's good. That's good. More money in the world. Definitely gonna need that garland later. I was trying to get a jump on me, but I got the jump on you instead. Poor Selena's last. Because why would she not be last? Should have showed off the critical hit. Yeah, you're all gonna just die?
Oh, holy tongues of fire! I pray that we shall be safe ahead.
But also we're seeing something change in Elena as well. We've seen that, you know, for a while actually. Let me just go ahead and heal everybody. Okay. And actually, oh, we got surprised on that one. Oh, we're gonna see that move block, I guess. Oh, I actually did more damage than him. Oh no, he's doing that again. I'm not gonna be able to stop it, so. Whatever. So let me just do this fight. Then we're gonna talk about Elena a bit.
Rise, O flame!
Because the thing about Elena is that, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's stop using AI Marek. Because mostly I want him to defend, but sometimes I'd like him to attack to end things a little faster. Because if I just do withdraw, he just moves around, doesn't really block. Which is what I would like him to do. But Elena, we've seen her start to change basically after the encounter with the Pope. Now, if you remember, we went into the Pope era. He did give us the mission to get the Grana Saber, but he did have a word with Elena before that. And we know that he gave her a mission that we don't know about. Only she knows about this particular mission that the Pope specifically gave to her. And after he has given her this mission, then we've started to see Elena change in her attitude a little bit. Because if you remember, before that moment, she was just like, she was like, oh, like, you know, all darkness is evil and all light is good, blah blah blah, right? And she was not gonna get, her mind was not gonna be changed, like, at all. And the arc she's going through, I'm gonna try to just sort of guide you where she's going here. She started with, like,
I pray that we shall be safe ahead.
Getting the confirmation sort of that on the first town we went in, the first major town, where we fought the tongue of Valmar. It was Lilikyu. And then, however, we get then she started seeing another side of that. Like, in Lilikyu, here's the thing about Lilikyu, right? You get to the town of Lilikyu and the guy is clearly evil, but then again, you're like, no, he's not evil, I mean, he's just being used, right?
Rise, O flame!
Like, what's the thing? Gadon, right? Gadon isn't really just, he's not an evil person. It's just like the beast of Valmar took over his dark side and that came out, but normally you wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for the piece of Valmar doing it. But then we get to the next town, and in there we see the old Ira's heart. And then we start with someone that is innocent and pure like a small girl, and then suddenly she's actually doing evil things, although she thinks she's doing good. And that's when Elena's face starts to waver a little bit. If anything here that can actually... Let's do this marriage. Don't know how useful this would be, but we'll see. But they don't really change her mind too much. Even when Celine shows up and she's like, I'm going to just completely force this down. I don't care. And Elena, why are you opposing it? You should work with me, right? At that point, Elena sees that, yeah, maybe murdering an entire town to stop one person is not the good thing, especially if that one person is a small child that has literally no idea what they're doing. So yeah, but it's really just after the Pope that we see a massive, not real massive, but a big change in her attitude. And that has to do with the mission that she has that we don't know. There's a new enemy here actually. Luna's Yag's Confusion. Maybe I can cancel it. Nope, not quite. I'm still gonna burn Flame here because I believe these two guys are weak to fire.
Rise, O Flame!
So it's still gonna be a net positive for me. Yep, and did that. Can we finish it? Yes. Take a bit. So yeah, we have... I don't think I pointed this out yet, but like... I mean, I think I did say that this game is similar to FF10 in the past, and although this game was released 1 year earlier than Final Fantasy X, but it's very similar in certain ways, because now I can actually say it, right? We have this essentially this girl that belongs to the church, is a summoner slash songstress that is going on a quest around the world to either gather a piece of Valmar or find the Eons, right? And she's got a secret.
Rise,
Main
O
difference in
Flame!
Final Fantasy X than this game, in this game, only Elena knows about the secret of this quest. In this case, what the Pope has said to her. In Final Fantasy X, the only person that doesn't know is the protagonist. Everybody else knows about what that quest entails. And here we don't. Lullaby Staff, that is for Elena. In fact, we should have switched to the fire one here. Has the sleep effect. Why not? Coral necklace. Coral necklace, see what that does. Poison sleep confusion resist. I don't know what to give it to. I honestly don't know what to give it to. Why Elena has to be last every single time I attack the wrong thing. And again, I could talk. It is the thing about this game, right? I could talk for such a long time about
Rise,
this
O
game
Flame!
and about like all the symbolism and all the themes. But you know that I can't do it in this LP because that would spoil the rest of the story. Because you would have to have played the game to understand what I'm talking about. You'd have to see the end of the game and where this all leads. That's the weird thing about doing an LP like that. Like, I could just say, oh, look, this LP is for you that already played the game, because I'm gonna spoil the entirety of it. And then, if you didn't play it, you could just not watch it. But, sort of like to do... try to keep my commentary as blind as possible. Unless I specifically want to do that. So there will be at least one game. When eventually, we're gonna let's play the last story.
Hardly worthy of my notice.
I kind of want to go and do, and I already said that on my video where I said, where I told you guys all the LPs I want to do. The last story is gonna be like a sort of like, oh, you already know, you already played this game. I'm gonna assume everyone who watched it has already seen everything that there is to see, and I'm just gonna go spoiler,
I pray that we shall
full
be safe
spoiler,
ahead.
right? Because it's gonna be a different take. Normally, when I play, I try to not spoil at the end of the game, if possible. Alright, I'm getting a little turnaround here. I know there's, yeah, this little island here that has a mermaid harp. I think that's a battle item, so we can actually just go into a fight and see that. We're not that far from the end of this area, but there's still quite a bit to do. Actually, no, this just takes forever. Oh, we're running low on bees? That's kind of crazy. It's fine though. Can we see this critical?
Oh, voice of many winds, descend.
There it is. She also says critical strike, but we couldn't hear it.
If you want to beat me.
Oh, by the way, you were not getting the you beat the fight with zero with like no damage single, because for some reason even if you take 0 damage, it still counts as having taken damage for that, which is weird. But this is what it is. Let's see, I think I can target you. Then we need a bees here.
Lotus flower, bloom.
Big cancel, nice. So again, even going back to what I was saying before, even though sometimes I'd like to talk a lot about certain cutscenes or like certain things, what is happening here? Why did my controller configuration just change?
You better practice if you want to
Hang on a minute. I've got a... What the hell just happened? Okay, we should be fine. Still working. Because I have a couple of configuration for my DS5. Oh yeah, we're at the boss. Yeah, let's see if we can actually do the boss with this tank build that we have. Would be cool. I do want to equip you. Can I equip you with that? No, because I would have to give up the Dark Ring, and that's what the whole tank build relies on. Now I need everything that gives defense, basically. You can't actually give up any point of defense at this point. We could grab... Nah, wait a minute. Before we grab anything. Marek, you have to build this up. Yeah. Now we can grab some magic. Let's go ahead and give you... Wait. Olihag, you have a healer, that's all we need, really. I'm gonna give you a couple of level of heal so you can quickly do that. Crackler's fine. You... I mean, Bird and Birdfling really is all we're gonna need here. Mistag. Poison. You're gonna see why. I believe that works on the boss. Sure, that's max it, who cares? There's another poison here, but we're probably not gonna use it ever. Sure, this one can be useful. Let's get this egg to 30. How about that? Okay, what do we have? Yeah, speedy. Ah, yeah, we'll just max it. Okay, then. Book of Gales, we could do that. Why not? Let's just max it for later. And then, skill-wise, Impact Bomb could be very useful to have a little bit higher. Lotus Flower probably more though. So let's level up to 3, and we are good. Let's fight this boss and end the Sessile Rig Fear. Alright, these two guys. Crimson Tails. Phantom Echo. It's an arrow effect. I don't know if it does the status as well. I believe it might. Actually, we have debuff. Could Lotus Flower. I think I can cancel that. I think I can just cancel it like doing this. I don't know about that. I mean, you can definitely cancel with Seiken Slash at this point, because it's instantaneous. No, it's not instantaneous, but it should charge quite fast. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna attack this guy. Okay, Ryudo's not doing a lot of damage. $200 damage, okay. We do need some digging, actually, but you don't have it. So we can do.
Come, thunder, shakes the heavens.
Once we do this, and then have Merrick defend, I believe you'll be invincible. Because then they won't be able to. Yeah, it was the other one though. Okay, you block. And Ryudo, actually, I'm gonna do digging.
This should help.
Oh, he had the defense lower too. Can we cancel that? Nice, just in time. No, we can't cancel that one though. So maybe because his attack was lowered. Yep, 0 damage. Yeah, but that defense down is annoying. Very much annoying. Like, let's start doing this, like, right? We gotta do it. We gotta do some damage here. So anyway, I started blasting. So very effective here. Scissor Storm again. Should be fine though.
This should help.
Nope. Still above 100. What are you doing? Phantom Echo again. That's annoying. Where are you, the one with the attack lowered? No, this is the guy. Let's see what we can do here. I'm thinking. What was my plan? Oh, I was gonna poison these guys. I don't think you can silence them. Crackle's probably not gonna do much either. And what I'm gonna do this.
Light blue.
I'm sure it takes a while, this animation. There. Okay, what was this poison? You have it. See it. Yeah, we do want to focus down you.
Oh, holy tongues of fire!
Oh, fun fact, this spell, in the original PC version, it crashed the game. Because the video file that plays is corrupted. Thankfully, this is not the original PC version.
By the forest.
I got poison. Which also works as some kind of slow for us. Alright, we need to do some damage here. Let's just try to restore Merrick's defense a little bit. This is just for Merrick, really. I could... I need to change the silver freeze, by the way. Change the silver freeze to... I mean, the Flambirds, I guess? And... Give Burn Strike could be better at this point. It's not maxed, so that's fine. Yeah, he doesn't have much, really. But I can try to swing at it, and now I do the swing at it as well.
Come, O cleansing flame, to purify!
That's big. That guy still has to act. Will he ever act? Oh, he did it. I was gonna try to cancel it and never have him act at all. That would be cool to see. What are you doing there? Sister Storm again. I mean, Mary can just block it, I guess. But let me first do that.
Holy tongues of fire!
Slow you down both. That's pretty good. Block it. You're pretty much dead. Can we cancel you? I don't know if we can. No, come on! I was literally one frame away from doing it. Oh, I really was gonna get hit as well. Okay, and you're dead. And he drops a mana hag. Which is guaranteed, of course. I can't do Burn Strike again, it takes 7 years. Yeah, might as well do that. I mean, I know it does 2000 damage, but it takes 3 times the amount of time to do it. You're spamming your skills, huh? Yeah, we'll see. You don't have it. Let me do that and. No, you don't have it either. Who the fuck has the lower attack? You have it, right? Yeah, there you go.
Come, thunder, shake the heavens.
Puts it -4, and I believe at that point, I can't really do much to Merrick. Can we? Yes, we can. It's cancelled, so I might as well attack him. Just attack with everybody.
Tensei can slash!
Rise, O flame!
Very nice. Now just kill Mary. Oh well, it's fine. Oh, Lena gets it. Whatever. Mary can now be killed. Too good. Takes very little damage. Even though my full tank build is not quite working, but it's fine either way. I get to see that again.
These fangs!
And we win.
Nothing withstands my blade.
We got a Solang. We're not gonna check it out right now because we're running a bit long. So we're just gonna save the game. Next time we get to Ryudo Town.